Yo, welcome back to another weekly rotation. I forgot what week this is, but let's jump right into it. I got some new fragrances that I tested out this week, and I can't wait to tell you guys what the results are. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we have weekly rotation, and this one was from last Monday the 16th till Sunday the 22nd. So starting off Monday, I wore Pulse of Night by Izzy Miyake. Now this one is pretty good. It has some clean tonka bean, vetiver, and a little bit of patchouli in it to make it smell more like a grounded tonka bean rather than a mainstream tonka bean that you'll find in Armani Co Profumo or in Allure Homme Sport or Extreme. This one is a much more cleaner, more gentlemanly, more grounded type of tonka bean fragrance. It still has that powdery-ish tonka bean vibe, but it's not too powdery that's unwearable for me. It's still pretty much wearable, but my thoughts on this one so far, ever since I wore it for 1 or 2 days, this one, it's still a hit or miss, really. I still don't feel like I absolutely super love it, but I don't feel like I absolutely hate it as well. This one's in between. I quite like this one from time to time, but it's not something that I gravitate towards when it comes to tonka bean. I still like Prada Luna Rosa Black. I still like Allure Homme Sport or Extreme much more than this one. But this one is quite a strong contender to be in those group of fragrances. I just got to give it a few more wearings to really give this fragrance a fair chance. I do like it from time to time, so hopefully in the future it might grow on me and I might end up really liking this one. So with this one so far, lukewarm reaction. I wore it on Monday. 0 compliments so far. I don't think this one's gonna be a massive compliment getter, to be perfectly honest with you. It doesn't have that super massive appealing vibe like the other fragrances have. So if you're gonna wear this one, don't expect way too many compliments, but what you can expect for sure is a little bit of uniqueness, a little bit of a deviation from mainstream. So if you're into that, if you're into designer fragrances with a little bit more of a different DNA, Pulse of Night is a really nice release for that, so definitely go check it out. On Tuesday and Wednesday, I wore La Nuit de l'Homme Eau de Parfum. This one was a really big release. Everyone was so excited for it. I was excited for it too, but alas, to me, it's quite another letdown. Much like the Sauvage Parfum, which was also a giant release that was a letdown, this one let me down in the opening. It's just not capturing enough. La Nuit de l'Homme ET is such an alluring, such a sexy fragrance. Well, this one is a little bit underwhelming, so to say. It's just, it doesn't have the magic. It really doesn't. It smells like a mess in the opening, and in the dry down it becomes a nice, like maybe a little bit more warm, slightly spicy cardamom type of tonka bean fragrance, and that's about it. That's really about it. There's a ton more fragrances out there that's better than this one in a tonka bean department for a nighttime date occasion for fall and winter time as well. There's tons of fragrances that's better than this one. So another flop release in my personal opinion. If you're considering to get La Nuit de l'Homme Eau de Parfum, I highly suggest you to go get the L'Intense version instead. L'Intense, actually, you can smell the cardamom. There's still some sexiness and then mixed with some creativity, which makes that one a much better release in my personal opinion than Eau de Parfum. This one just came out as kind of, to me, a little bit of a cash grab. It didn't really fit the bill in any department all that well. So far, out of a few days of wearing, I really didn't care too much about La Nuit de l'Homme Eau de Parfum. But if you guys want to go try it out, you guys can. Just my opinion, I don't recommend it. I recommend L'Intense. On Thursday, I took a break from wearing some designer fragrance to wear a niche fragrance. This one is Cuir Blanc by Givenchy. This is my favorite work fragrance when it comes to the office occasion. I told you guys about this one quite a few times. This one's white leather, this one's pink pepper. It's just very unique, very city, very New York, very upscale, high class meeting, office, all that 9 yards. This one is just fantastic for that. And I love wearing this, especially when it gets to the fall time, when it gets to even the winter time when I'm wearing a coat. This one just smells luxurious. You've never smelled leather quite like this. It's a really nice, clean white leather, luxurious, high class. It's not a rough brown leather that you would imagine being worn at the club or with a black shirt. This one is just professional leather fragrance. Very clean, very sparkly up top with the pink pepper as well. Very nice addition. Love this fragrance. One of my favorite niche fragrances in my collection. You guys need to go try it out. You guys really haven't done so yet. On Friday, I wore my new favorite signature scent now. This one is in maybe a number 2 or number 3 most favorite designer's signature scent. This one is Prada Low Absolute. This one I talked about last week as well. I'm probably gonna be talking about this one a lot now moving on to the future, just to get you guys to try it because this is amazing. I love this one so much. For me, it fits the people, I guess, around my age, 24 to 35, this kind of range, because it just smells not super youthful, but not too mature at the same time. It has some spicy cardamom in there mixed with some office vibe that makes it smell professional. This one is just really good, man. It's just professional and playful at the same time. Also seductive and sexy because it's just so spicy, so cooling at the top that it just grabs the attention so well. This one I've gotten quite a few compliments throughout the time that I've been wearing it, and to be perfectly honest, I wear this almost every day. You know, I just wear those other fragrances maybe in the morning time, I wear this at work, and then I wear the other fragrances at nighttime, but I wear this nearly every day. I love this fragrance so much. It's my new signature scent for now, for the fall time for sure. I just love it. I don't know what else to say about it. I just really love it. So you guys need to go try this out if you guys haven't done so yet. This one is gonna be a sleeper for sure because it is a little bit harder to find. Not a lot of people are gonna wear it, which makes it a really amazing choice. If you guys are worried about smelling like someone else's ex-boyfriend, this one's not gonna do that to you. This one is a really good wingman. Trust me, I tried it a bunch and people love it. Next one, on Saturday, I wore Armani Code Profumo. Now this one is in preparation to review Armani Code Absolute, which I wore the next day. So Armani Code Profumo, very sweet. I love this fragrance so much. I love the Code DNA. It's one of my favorite DNA that I wore throughout my lifetime of wearing fragrances. I wore the original Code in college. I wear this now in replacement of the original Code. I like this more for the winter time. For the fall time, it is good, but in fall Vegas, it's still a little bit too hot. So for the winter time, this works much better. Sweet, seductive, sexy. That's a really nice freshness to the sweet as well, which also helps in a compliment factor. Now listen here, guys. If you want fragrance that gets compliments, make sure it does have a little bit of freshness. That helps a long way. Thick, heavy fragrances tend not to do well when it comes to just mass appeal compliments. Make sure it has a little bit of freshness. This one has a lot of sweetness in it, plus enough freshness to get it noticed. So yes, Armani Code Profumo, very good all-star fragrance. One that I would keep in my collection pretty much forever. Is in my keep 10 fragrances for the rest of my life. It's in the top 10 list of fragrances I would repurchase again. So I love this one to death. I cannot recommend it enough, Armani Code Profumo. All right, lastly we have Sunday. I wore Armani Code Absolute. Now this one to me is a sweeter, more silky, more creamy version than the Profumo version. This one sacrificed a lot of that freshness that I was talking about in exchange for some gourmandish, creamy, silky, sweet notes. And this one is good. I like this one quite a bit, but in terms of mass appeal, I'm gonna say it straight up, that one is better. Profumo is much better in terms of mass appeal. This one is much better for me in terms of smell. I like the smell. I like the silky, smooth, creamy, gourmandish kind of scent. So this one is my favorite in terms of smell. Not by way too much, I guess. I love that one a lot, but I love this one maybe 3 or 4 points more than that one in terms of smell. But if you want mass appeal, if that's what you're into, Profumo is still the better option. This one is just a really good, solid option. If you happen to like Profumo and you want one that smells a little bit sweeter, a little bit more creative and unique, this one is the one to go for. Now for me, I'm gonna wear this a couple more times before I give you guys a solid review. I know a lot of you guys have been asking. So yeah, give me a couple more days with this. I'll work on the review and you guys will see it very soon. All right, that's it for weekly rotation. Thank you so much for watching. Now for some updates. So update number 1, I am running out of content. Number 1, doing video every day is really hard for a fragrance reviewer, especially someone like me who doesn't buy fragrances on the constantly. I don't have that much money to keep purchasing new fragrance or keep purchasing new samples all the time, so I quickly run out of content. So right now I'm trying to brainstorm a list of new topics or a list of just new series to showcase you guys for the channel. So stay tuned. Maybe within another week or so you guys will see something new on this channel. So thank you so much for sticking around for that. You guys are amazing. Update number 2, there's been quite a bit of stuff going on in my life recently. Work, you guys already know a lot about my work life. My personal life has gone through a little bit of a change as well. I'm not gonna go into too big of a detail with that, but it is really hindering my emotions a little bit. And that's why you see me just really checked out on some of these videos. It's simply because that there's some stuff going on, man. There's some stuff going on that I need to deal with, and I just want to, I don't want to take time off to deal with that because this channel, believe it or not, is what's keeping me like really happy. This is like the happy part of my life, is making videos for you guys, sharing with you guys, talking to you guys. You guys are really my positive energy in a way. I love making these videos and just, you know, just talking about my passion. I love fragrances. I love talking about these stuff, and you guys are some of the only people around who would listen to me. Like the people around me, some like fragrances but are not crazy like I am. So love you guys so much. Thank you for that. So I'm gonna keep making these videos. I don't need to take time off, but just so you know that if I come off a little bit checked out in some of these videos, that's why I'm going through a little bit of something. So yeah, maybe I'll share that in the future. Maybe I won't. I don't know. That's something for future me to decide. All right, guys, that's it for updates. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Peace out. Bye.